Hey, look at my sticks.
Sticks, sticks, sticks. You're obsessed with sticks. You built your stupid house from sticks, and we all know what happened to it.
You don't need to rub it in.
Benny! Benny, wake up.
I need some more shawl. This is the most uncomfortable bed I've ever slept on.
It's not a bed, you lazy oaf. You're in a courtroom. We're the bailiffs, the jury's here, and the trial's ready to start.
What courtroom? What trial?
The court of Once Upon a Time. Today's the trial of the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, they finally caught that old hag whipping up a spell near Hansel and Gretel's new condo.
Is that all? I want to sleep for 5 more minutes.
Okay, sure, fine. Should I wake you up when he shows up to testify?
He's a witness?
For the defense.
Oh no, what do we do?
He won't try anything. We've got a restraining order, remember?
Tell that to my house.
You mean that pile of straw? Honestly, Benny, if you'd have put even the tiniest bit of effort into building something out of bricks.
Lay off me, sis. Just because you're so perfect with your big brick house doesn't mean we all can be perfect.
You always were Mom's baby.
All set, little babes?
Oh, Little Red, is it true he's testifying today?
He's on the defense list, but don't worry. Jack the Giant Killer's on alert. He tries anything and Jack will knock him over the head with a beanstalk.
Oh no, what do we do?
We haven't seen him since...
Since you two bums moved in with me. Good thing I built a 3-bedroom ranch house. So, Red, you're prosecuting the old hag?
Our case is going to nail her. She's going up the river forever after.
So that we can do something about
Him?
Get your hands off me. Don't push. I'm going. Brother, you killed one little giant and suddenly you're Dirty Harry.
Go ahead and make my day.
I'd turn you into a turnip if I had my spell book.
Which is safely locked away as evidence.
You, little Miss Red Riding Hood, are not to address my client any way, shape, or form. Do it again, and I'll seek a mistrial.
Looks like you've got your claws out to sharpen, evil stepmother.
All the better to make a point with, my dear, and stepmother will do just fine, if you please.
All rise. The court of Once Upon a Time is now in session. The Honorable Fairy Godmother residing.
Oh, my dears, go ahead and be seated. And welcome one and all.
Sheesh, what is this, a tea party?
Come, Wicked Witch. In my courtroom, we are all civil to one another.
My client apologizes, Your Honor.
Accepted. Is the state ready to proceed in the case of Once Upon a Time versus the Wicked Witch?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, Little Red, so good to see you again, and thanks for those goodies you brought over.
That's bribery.
My gavel! Where's my gavel?
Oh, here. Oh, here, I was keeping it safe for you.
Thanks, bailiff. The accused is out of order, and speaking of the accused, is the defense ready, little stepmother?
We are, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution may begin, Little Red.
The state calls Sleeping Beauty.
Go get Sleeping Beauty.
She's asleep.
When I put them to sleep, they stay asleep.
Wake her up, Jenny.
And you, Wicked Witch, are to keep your big yap shut.
Sleeping Beauty, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you Oz?
I do.
Ah, here we are, Sleeping Beauty. Care for a cup of coffee?
Gosh, no thanks. Coffee keeps me awake.
You may have a seat.
Thanks.
Sleeping Beauty, can you tell us when you first met the defendant?
Gosh, no, I was just a teeny-weeny little baby.
How did she come to harm you then?
I object, Your Honor. It has been proven that my client harmed this fashionista in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, come on, evil stepmother. Everybody knows.
But you haven't proven it here in court. Little Red, I'm going to sustain the objection.
Can you tell us when you first came into contact with the defendant? Sleeping Beauty? Yo, wake up and smell the coffee!
Gosh, no thanks. Coffee keeps me awake.
Can you tell us how you first came into contact with the defendant?
Well, sure. Mumsy invited all affairs in the kingdom to my christening, but her secretary was getting married that same week and just forgot to send an invitation to the Wicked Witch. It was just a clerical oversight. The Wicked Witch blew off the handle and cast this stupid spell on me.
What exactly was that spell?
She said when I was 16, I'd stand my finger on a spinning wheel and I'd fall asleep until my true love kissed me. One of my better efforts.
The defendant is out of order.
Is that what happened? Well, I guess Bumsy and Pupsy got rid of every spinning wheel in the kingdom, but lo and behold, they forgot one in the basement. And one day, right after my 16th birthday, I was down in the cellar looking for my boogie board when I saw the spinning thing and I touched it, and well, the rest is history.
And you didn't remember anything for the next 100 years?
Gosh, no, but I know where's the word for it, right?
You're a witness.
This supposed curse was placed on your head when you were how old?
3 weeks.
So you, yourself, can't identify my client as the one who actually passed that spell.
Gosh, no, I was only 3 weeks old.
Thank you, Sleeping Beauty.
She said she did a good job. Didn't you hear her?
My dear, you can only answer questions. The jury is admonished to forget that last statement, and you can step down.
Oh, good. I need a nap. The state calls Snow White to the stand.
Benny, go get Snow White.
Do I have to?
It's your turn.
It's always my turn. When is it going to be your turn for a change? It's always, Benny, do this, Benny, do that. Why can't I wall like a decent pig? Snow White.
Your Honor, I'm sorry about this.
Now, Jenny, I know you've had your hands full with Denny and Benny, and at the least you got them working.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you honest? Yes. You may have a seat.
Care for an apple, little girl?
Oh, no.
Any more offers like that, and I'll have the guard haul you back to your cell.
My client understands, Your Honor.
Then you may proceed, Little Red.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Miss White, can you tell us when you first met the defendant?
One beautiful spring morning, I had just begun to make 7 miniature apple pies for the little men I lived with at the time.
You were their housekeeper, is that right?
Yes.
And why did you take a job like that when you were and are a bona fide princess?
Well, my fatherly king died. My stepmother, who was very wicked.
Aren't they all?
Your Honor!
Little Red, I'd like you to refrain from commenting on personalities, no matter how accurate.
My apologies, I just couldn't resist. Anyways, Miss White, back to your stepmother.
Well, she wanted to be the most beautiful woman in the whole land, but as you can see, I am much more beautiful than she ever was. So she ordered a hit on me.
A hit?
Yes, she hired a woodsman to kill me, but as you can see, I escaped.
Which brings us to the defendant.
Yes, one morning I was happily rolling out pastry when her ugly face darkened my Dutch door.
Your Honor!
Snow White, this isn't a beauty contest, so it doesn't matter how ugly the wicked witch is. You're not punishable.
Oh, if I had my spell book.
Well, you don't. It's safely locked up. Little Red, continue.
So, the ugly face of the defendant appeared at your Dutch door?
Your Honor!
Objection sustained. The jury is admonished to forget the word Dutch. It doesn't matter what kind of door it was.
What did the defendant do?
She offered me an apple.
Which you took and ate.
I took one bite and then
What happened?
I dropped dead.
Your witness.
Thank you. Now, Miss White, have you ever seen your stepmother talk to or meet my client?
No, but they...
Please, Miss White, only answer the question. So, why did my client offer you an apple?
She said to welcome you to the neighborhood.
Were you suspicious at the time?
Not really.
So, she didn't strike fear into your heart.
If I knew then what I know now.
Please, only answer the questions. So, you dropped dead,
That's what the paramedics said.
and you were buried?
Well, I was just so beautiful, the little men didn't want to bury me. So they put me in a crystal box.
I see, and then what happened?
A guy came along, gave me a kiss, and that's when I woke up.
So, you weren't really dead at all.
Well,
People who are dead don't wake up, do they?
I guess not.
So, my client didn't really do anything.
But it was her apple.
Is this the apple?
I'm not sure.
I object, Your Honor. All half-eaten apples look alike.
Your Honor, the defense found this apple lying near the Seven Doors cottage. Our forensic team found no poison on it whatsoever.
But you can't be sure that's the one she ate.
But if it was, there's no poison on it. Thank you, Miss White.
You may step down.
No. But she's guilty. It was her apple.
Get going, Snow White.
The state calls Hansel and Gretel.
Coming right up.
Show off.
So, how do you think we're doing?
They haven't proven a thing. How about these two coming up?
Told you, I've never seen them before in my life.
Hansel and Gretel, ready to testify. Do you guys swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you honest?
Yes. Hey, where am I supposed to sit?
Well, normally witnesses testify individually.
However, in the interest of time, I thought we could double up with brother and sister.
Yeah, like I've got to be related to that.
Now, children, we don't need bickering here in court.
She started it. Here's a chair I can use. That's Penny's chair. It's my turn now, Buster.
I'm sure Benny wouldn't mind standing for a short while if Mr. Hansel must sit down.
Yeah, I'll take you guys.
So, yeah, that's her sitting right there.
She tried to roast me in the oven.
Excuse me, but you wait until the prosecuting attorney asks questions.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Gretel, how
how about you start by telling us what happened one morning, June 18th, 10 years ago?
I remember it like it was yesterday. Mom and Dad said Nerdling are here.
I got a name, sis.
Mom sent hands me out to find truffles. You know those fancy French mushrooms? They were in some big fancy dinner that night. Mom wanted to put truffles on the linguine or whatever.
So we skipped out into the wood.
You were still skipping at that stage?
Yeah, we were happy, carefree little kids. Got a problem with that?
We took along breadcrumbs and dropped them as we walked so we could find our way back.
That was Einstein's idea here.
Give me a break, I was only 7.
Alright, you dropped breadcrumbs and ended up deep in the woods.
Yeah, and it started to get dark. We tried to find our way back, but we got lost.
The birds ate all the crumbs. And whose fault was that?
So, would you stop and ask for directions? No.
Alright, you're lost. What did you two do?
She tried.
So did you.
Well, not as much as you.
How did you meet the defendant?
Oh, well that was easy. After walking a bit, we came across this cottage made of gingerbread. It was covered with frosting and candy.
My decorator worked for the food channel.
Did you knock on the door?
With all that candy and frosting, no, we just started to eat.
Mom had only packed a little lunch, so we were hungry.
That's understandable. Did you eat much?
Not that you could notice.
Not much. They pulled off an entire corner and a good chunk out of the room.
Evil Snimbler, any more outbursts like that, and I'll have your client cited for contempt.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Well, it's true. They ate like pigs.
Your Honor, we present that.
No more comments on that.
Did the defendant come outside?
Yeah, she sure did.
Told us she'd make us hot cocoa and call our mom.
But the minute we were inside, she shoved me in the cage and locked the door.
What did she do to you, Gretel?
She thought I was a Mary maid or something. Made me do the cooking, cleaning, polishing, you name it. I was her slave while she fattened up Butterball here.
It wasn't my fault with all that butter, cream, and sugar.
Why did she do that?
She was gonna cook Hansel and eat it.
Gretel found an internet recipe online for oven roasted child.
What did you two do?
Well, one day she had me fire up the oven, and we're not talking a toaster oven either, the big one.
And then she pulled me out of the cage and popped me in a pan. I was so full of sugar goo, I didn't know what was happening. Then she started brushing me with more butter.
Then she asked me to see if the oven was hot enough.
Did you?
Well, I didn't know how to do that, so I asked her to show me. She let out this big sigh, rolled her eyes, and said, "Dumb kids." Then she opened the door, stuck her head in, and said, "This is all you do, dearie."
That's when I told Gretel, shove her in!
No, you didn't. I thought of it all myself.
It doesn't matter. You shoved her in.
And slammed the door shut.
And we ran out of there as fast as we could.
Which wasn't very fast because I had to roll Butterball here.
Eventually, you made it home.
Yeah, Mom called the cops, but when they went into the woods, they couldn't find her anywhere. The whole house had been eaten by squirrels and birds.
Only a few crumbs were left.
How did that experience affect you two?
Well, I've been in therapy for 10 years.
My doctor said I was cured 2 years ago, so there.
You're a witness.
Thank you. So, the defendant took you in and gave you a home when you were homeless, correct?
Well, not exactly.
She gave you food and shelter.
Well, yes, but
Yes, and on the day in question, she asked you to heat up the oven, correct, Gretel?
yeah, so.
But she couldn't tell you what she intended to bake in the oven.
Well, not exactly, but it was pretty obvious.
Just answer the question, yes or no.
No.
Then she supposedly put Hansel in a pan and buttered him, correct?
Yeah, and if she wasn't going to eat me, why?
You had complained about something you had before, hadn't you?
What are you talking about?
You were being bitten by little nose-things.
Well, yeah, but
One way to stop these bugs from biting, and I quote by a book by I.M. Itchy, a notable dermatologist, a light coating of butter will prevent most bites.
What? She was gonna bake him like a cupcake.
You, Miss Gretel, have absolutely no proof of that. You jumped to a conclusion and shoved the poor woman who had rescued you into a blazing hot oven.
I'm still not out of therapy.
it's all her fault. I sent her the book at her, Your Honor.
Yeah, her spell book.
All right now, settle down, you two. Do you have any more questions for Hansel and Gretel, evil stepmother?
Just one, Your Honor. Did the Wicked Witch find you, or did you find her?
What kind of question is that?
Just answer, please.
You're making it sound like it was all our fault.
I'll take that as a we found her.
Are you gonna let her do that?
That's her job.
Come on, Gretel. Let's go find some cool kids to hang out with.
Yeah, this place is for stuffy old cokes.
Can I get the beach chair now?
Help yourself. And the state can call its next witness.
The state calls Rapunzel.
Benny. Benny.
Hey! She told me to.
Time for Rapunzel.
You could have just asked.
Oh, boy. You just had to get her in here. It will be more alive.
Why, she's the one with the hair,
another one of the Wicked Witch's nasty tricks.
Nasty tricks! That girl could have parlayed what I did to her into a nice shampoo commercial. That's enough out of you. Let's get the girl in here.
She won't come in.
Why not?
She said you didn't ask her right.
Little Red Riding Hood, what do you know about this?
Sorry, Your Honor. Due to her years of seclusion in the tower, due to the hands of this fiend, Rapunzel's developed a few quirks.
A few? That girl's a quirk catalog. Shut up. So how do we ask her correctly?
We've all got to say the magic words.
Your Honor, this is simply some ploy to lay groundwork that my client's actions somehow affected the psychological makeup of the witness.
I never even use makeup. What are the magic words, Little Red?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
That's it.
That's it.
Even a prosecuting attorney can remember that. All right, everyone, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Hi, everybody!
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you us?
Yeah, sure. Gosh, once I got out of that tower, I went right to Great Clips and got it all cut off. So what do you think?
You look like a turnip.
Nobody asked you.
She did. All that beautiful hair down the drain.
Down the drain? I'm no dummy. I sold it to a wig maker for $1,500. So what do you want to know?
Have you seen the defendant before?
Of course. Wait. Everybody knows. She stole me from my real parents and locked me in that tower when I was 7.
You were 8, and you needed a good time out.
Well, years? Do I have to release the flying monkeys?
My client will keep her big gap shut, Your Honor.
So the defendant locked you in a tower?
With no stairs or door, just one window. I lived in one little round room, and all I had was an Xbox 360, a TV, and an iPod.
No scissors?
No, she said I could hurt myself. So what happens? My hair grows, and grows, and grows.
I heard you developed a very lovely singing voice.
Gosh, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I got a dream! I got a dream! I just want to see the glowing lanterns
Thanks, Rapunzel.
Am I ready for Vegas or what?
Did she allow you any visitors during your capture?
No, nobody.
Your witness.
Now, Snow White, did the defendant provide you with food?
She'd bring up my meals.
And how did she do that?
She'd shout up, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I'd throw my hair out the window, and she'd climb up.
You look well nourished.
Well, after a couple weeks of sugar cookies and malted milk, I figured she's trying to fatten me up like she did Hansel. So I shared my food with the birds and started exercising. Lots of push-ups and crunches.
Don't you think your fears were a bit unwarranted?
With a nutcase like her? Who would know?
I object.
So do I.
You can't call people names here, no matter how you treat me. Sorry, Your Honor. So where were we?
Well, Rapunzel, it doesn't seem like you've any permanent damage from your experience.
Says who? I got dry eye syndrome, dandruff, broken fingernails, and fallen arches.
Which you could have gone anywhere. Thank you.
Well, I never. Well, it's been real. It's been fun. But it sure hasn't been real fun. Have you any more witnesses, Little Red?
One more, Your Honor. The St. Paul's Prince Charming.
Prince Charming, he's here? I'll go get him.
It's my turn.
Either you let me get him, or you'll be the bacon on Farmer Brown's breakfast plate tomorrow.
You wouldn't dare.
What you're stealing.
Is this going to be a problem?
He'll never recognize me.
You sure you did it for the first time?
You didn't have to.
Well, aren't you looking lovely today?
Really?
Gosh, nobody can oink oink like you can.
Prince Charming, so good to see you.
Oh my dear lady, aren't you looking lovely like always?
Oh, you say the nicest things.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you us?
I do. Oh my Lorette, you no longer that little girl skipping right through the deep dark woods. Always a pleasure.
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Then Sleeping Beauty. How did you two meet?
Well, I was traveling through my kingdom one day when I strayed across the border onto Ben Beauty's father's kingdom. I stopped at an inn to wet my whistle, and there it was. I heard of a beautiful princess asleep in the castle. Anyways, I've always been so taken by the word beautiful. Can't imagine why. Anyways, I was traveling to the castle, and as I got closer, I began to notice it was overgrown with thorn bushes. And being the gallant lad that I am, I hacked my way through the thorn bushes, and as I got to the drawbridge, I used my powerful biceps to pull it down. And upon entering, I found everybody asleep.
Eventually you found Sleeping Beauty?
Yep, right in the basement, next to a spinning wheel. I can't only imagine she went down there looking for Christmas presents or something. Anyways, she was so beautiful, I had to give her a nice big kiss. And guess what?
What?
She woke up.
Aww.
I know, I just got what it takes.
Is there anyone in this courtroom who you can say without question caused the princess to fall in such a deep slumber?
Anybody here? Let me take a look. It sure couldn't be you, Little Red. My pretty little thing, you're just too cute to try anything like that. Oh, and now, evil stepmother. Your daughter, Cindy? Nice girl. And let me guess, you must be Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh yeah, that's me all over.
Nope, nobody here, Little Red.
But Prince Charming.
Just love the way you say my name.
Maybe if we talk about Snow White, you'll remember what we discussed in my office.
Over that mocha latte?
I object, Your Honor.
I didn't.
Prince Charming, would it bother you so much just to answer the questions? I mean, we all love to hear everything about your life, but really.
Your wish is my command, dear lady. What was the question again, Little Red?
Do you know Snow White?
Delightful girl. Absolutely delightful.
How did you two meet?
Well, funny you should ask. That's the same I met Sleeping Beauty. I heard about a damsel lying in a crystal coffin off in a neighboring kingdom, so I rode over there one day and found her with 7 little men crying around her crying. Anyways, just like before, I was so taken, I had to give her a nice big kiss.
And she woke up?
I can't explain it.
You became acquainted?
We dated for 3-4 months.
Did Snow White ever mention what happened to her?
Snowy did mention something about a wicked witch who will set my mother Hardy rid of her.
She mentioned a wicked witch, right?
Emphatically.
Did you have any contact with this wicked witch?
Well, one day when I rode to go see Snow White, that was after I helped Snowy get a lot of problems, I would say, and restored her power. There she was in the garden, ordering servants about like usual, when an old hag came hobbling up with a fast apple and said, "Have an apple, dearie." Anyways, Snowy banished her on the spot.
Was that old hag the defendant?
This lovely lady, I don't think so.
I wasn't so green, I'd blush.
All right, Prince Charming, we'll give this one more try.
Anything for you, Little Red.
Ever hear of Rapunzel?
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your, what was it again?
Hair! Let down your hair!
Right.
Did the wicked witch lock Rapunzel in the tower?
Ruppy did mention something about an old crone stealing her away when she was just a little girl and stashed her up in that tower. The place you didn't have a door. I'd have come up prepared against the window.
How did you two get down?
Well, I had this incredible silk cape. Using my dagger, we shredded the strips, tied the strips together, and rappelled them inside the tower. Piece of cake for a punk like moth.
And what about the old crone?
Never saw her again.
Is she in this courtroom?
Everybody here is just too nice to take poor Rapunzel up in that tower.
Your witness.
Thank you. So, Prince Charming, you've dated 3 of the most beautiful ladies once upon a time.
4.
Oh?
Don't freak yourself.
Oh my. Can we open a window in here?
I object, Your Honor. The witness is buttering up the defense.
Just what do you got against butter?
It's just part of my charm, Little Red.
So, Prince Charming, you dated all 3 of these ladies in question?
I did.
But you never said I do.
I didn't.
But you enjoyed meeting these 2 ladies.
And how?
Thus, the experience caused you no psychological or physical injury.
Nope. I'm hale and hearty.
At any time, did my client attempt to thwart your attempts at rescuing these ladies?
I mean, this lovely lady, come on. I ran into a fire-breathing dragon on my way to Sleeping Beauty. A pretty mean old lady with a nasty walking stick on my way to Snow White. And the meanest buzzard kept pecking at me as I climbed up Rapunzel's tower. But I couldn't have been your defendant.
I object, Your Honor. The witness is drawing a conclusion.
He's just answering the question.
With a conclusion, not a fact.
Oh dear, Little Red has a point.
Well, then here's a fact. Her client never bothered me one bit.
Objection overruled.
So here you are.
What are you doing here, Cinderella?
You were supposed to take me shopping to Chanel, but I went to get them glasses.
But if I had to testify here first, honey bunch.
About what?
Excuse me, my dear, but we're in the middle of the trial of the Wicked Witch.
So they finally get you, stepmom?
Cinderella, you're out of order.
Let me tell you this, Julie. She's guilty. She treated me like a drug till I met Prince Charming in the club the other night. The club she was trying to get me from going to.
Cinderella, I'm going to have to ask you to leave at once.
Literally just be 1 second, hon.
Just as soon as he finishes his testimony about the adventures he had with the ladies in the witness room.
What ladies? What are they talking about?
It's nothing. They didn't mean a thing.
Prince Charming didn't mean a thing to you.
I let my hair down for you.
Ladies, can we all just be friends?
Friend, he said I was the only one for you.
He called me that.
And me too.
Your Honor.
They want to tear me apart.
And you can quote me. Fox News investigative reporters. My client was simply so distraught she had to take a break from all the chaos, and you can quote me.
Any luck, Fairy Godmother? Well, I cast a fly spell over once upon a time, but if that room first got her over the boundary, there's no telling where she could be.
You're even more desperate than I thought. How did she get to her room?
I'm afraid it's all our fault, Little Red.
You mean Jenny's fault?
Oh, you're always blaming me.
Of course. We're at each other's throats now.
You were supposed to lock the evidence cabinet.
Oh, you said unlock.
With ears as big as yours, you think you get something right.
Nothing less than character assassination on this end.
Any luck, Timmy?
What can I say? We brought home the bacon.
Get your grindiness off me. Thought you could get away. Huh? What'd you do? Well, you're grounded. Grounded for life.
And I fully intend to sue you in court for malicious manhandling of the defendant. And you can quote me on that. How badly did they hurt you?
She doesn't have a scratch on her.
But I'm bleeding on the inside.
You look perfectly fine. Oh, really? Look at this. Does this look like the complexion of a green-blooded witch?
She does look a bit...
I'll call Dr. Who.
No! Get me Dr. Frankenstein. He's a cut above the rest. Visit the doctor on your own time. We've got a trial to resume.
Well, we're right. We only hear from once upon a time a disposition of this matter.
Ooh, but I'm in pain! You're a pain, all right. Watch it, Porky, or you'll be next on my dinner plate.
Now, none of that. Return to your seats.
Have a seat, Wicked Witch. And this time, you're not going to me. Oh, no.
Bats and bells, farmers and Zell, Blue's Witch to her seat. And there she'll stay throughout the day till the trial's complete.
I object. Judges are not allowed to cast themselves during a trial.
Overruled.
Hey! Hey! I can't get up! Told you so.
Your Honor!
I said overruled. Now you may begin your defense, stepmother, if you have one.
Thank you, Your Honor, and of course, we have a defense. My client has been railroaded by a bunch of runaway bimbos.
Objection, Your Honor. There's no proof that the witnesses for the prosecution are bimbos.
Your Honor, they all fell hook, line, and sinker for that rascal Prince Charming. Only a bimbo would do something like that.
True as that might be.
Your Honor!
We don't name call here in court, stepmother. Perhaps you care to rephrase that comment?
Very well. My client has been railroaded by a series of lies issued from the mouths of vacant-headed heroines. There is absolutely no proof whatsoever that my client was involved in the fictitious events that they described. Anybody could have stolen Rapunzel when she was 7. Any old crone could have given Snow White that apple. And as for Sleeping Beauty, she couldn't even identify my client as one who cursed the entire kingdom. And Hansel and Gretel, Your Honor, they were on such a sugar high, they couldn't identify Elsa the princess. She said, let it go 2 feet in front of them. We have assembled witnesses who will give the witch an alibi and, at the same time, attest to her sterling character.
Stepmother, you are reminded that perjury is a crime punishable by...
Every word I utter is the cold, hard truth.
Your Honor, this is a snow job.
But
well, Your Honor. The defense calls Rumpelstiltskin.
Want me to go get him?
Oh, poor little Benny. I wouldn't want to interrupt your beauty sleep.
Your Honor, you see what my sister just did?
Sorry, I never noticed.
Little Red, arrest my sister.
Benny, it was clearly a case of justifiable assault.
Benny, you don't have a friend in the world.
I'll be your friend, little pig. Nothing beats a big, thick, juicy pork chop.
Your Honor!
One more threat out of the defendant. She'll be cited for contempt.
My client apologizes, Your Honor.
Oh, Piggy, Piggy in the bed. Won't you come out and play? Piggy, Piggy now and then makes us tasty bread.
Stop it, you crazy little man.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you Oz.
Yes.
How are you, Rumpelstiltskin?
She's mean.
Oh, she isn't mean on purpose. She just can't help it. Your Honor.
Get on with the questioning, stepmother.
Very well. Rumpelstiltskin, we all know you've had a trouble in the past.
Yeah, well, life's no bowl of cherries.
I understand you've had a running in with the milkmaid once.
Oh, sure. Her father was going to the king to ask for a favor, and he wanted to look real important. So he told the king his daughter could spin straw into gold.
Impossible.
Not if you know how.
You know how to spin straw into gold?
How do you think I got into such a mess? The milkmaid was locked up in a room full of straw, see? And the king told her she better have it all turned into gold by the next morning, or else.
Oh my.
Just what I said when I heard her crying. I slipped in and asked her what was wrong, and she told me. Being a kind-hearted fellow.
Your Honor, I caution the witness. Perjury is a crime.
Alright. Being a mercenary little crumb, I turned all that straw into gold.
And did she repay you?
She gave me what she said was a diamond necklace. Turns out it was part of a Halloween costume from a dollar store.
So, in fact, this damsel in distress took advantage of you.
Yeah, kind-hearted little old crumb that I am.
And did you ever see the milkmaid again?
Oh, sure. Everybody saw it. As soon as the king laid eyes on all that gold, he married the milkmaid. And for a wedding gift, he got her a cute little pug.
A pug? A dog?
Yeah, you know one of those dogs with a smushed up face and big round bug eyes? The queen named the little pooch princess.
I object, Your Honor. What does this have to do with the defendant?
If it pleases the court, I intend to tie it all together in a question or two.
Then I'll allow it, Little Red. Though I warn the counsel for the defense for impeachment is wearing a fit thing.
I stand warned. Now, did you ever see this milkmaid again? Or you took a liking to the pug, correct?
Yeah, and seeing I stiffed on the straw deal, I figured she ought to give me the pug. Next time I saw the queen, I told her I wanted the princess.
And what did she say?
She threw a hissy fit. She cried like a banshee and got really, really mad. So I told her I'd let her keep the pug if she could tell me my name in 3 days' time.
Seems fair enough. And did she?
Actually, I figured it was a pretty safe bet because back then who had ever heard of Rumpelstiltskin? But she had a spy working overtime and just happened to spot me in the woods at my house, and he spilled the beans.
So, he told her your name?
Yeah, the big blabbermouth. And now everybody knows my name. And I'm thinking about going into the witness protection program to get away from all the nosy neighbors.
Well, actually, rumors circulating around the time claimed that you were dead.
Dead? You believe everything you read on the internet? Do I look like I'm dead? Do I?
Calm down, Rumpelstiltskin.
What does any of this have to do with the defendant?
It simply goes to show how rumors and innuendo can affect a poor, innocent character. Now, Rumpelstiltskin, have you ever met my client?
Sure I have. How you doing, sis?
Sis?
Yeah, what's so funny about that? Me and the woods are twins. Fraternal, Your Honor, not identical.
Well, that explains a few things.
But what difference does this make in the case?
What were the dates in this document?
Okay, Bill.
Yep, I remember that one. Me and sis got together on each of those occasions. She was with me in my little house in the big tree.
So, in fact, she was nowhere near Rapunzel's tower, Sleeping Beauty's castle, or Snow White's cottage.
No, she was with me.
You're a witness.
Rumpelstiltskin, when were you born?
Once upon a time,
The same day as the Wicked Witch?
I told you, we're twins.
And you grew up together?
We're like two peas in a pod.
So did you learn all your evil tricks together?
I object, Your Honor.
Really, Little Red? Everybody knows the tricks are evil, but we're supposed to say allegedly evil.
sorry. So, did you learn all of the tricks of your trade together?
We sure did.
We sure did, Rumpy Lumpy.
You said my other name. How dare you? You're as bad as that milkmaid. I'm gonna spin around and around and around and create a war away. You're all wicked. Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I hate you. I hate you all.
Don't mind him. He's always been a bit high-strung.
Stepmother, do you have any more witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense now calls my daughters, Isabella and Desdemona.
My turn, 2 hot chicks coming up.
Yes, and they grow more and more beautiful each day.
As I recall, they were at a bit of an awkward stage.
Well,
Mom, looky here. We found ourselves a little squeak pig.
Bail down, girls.
Aw, do we have to? We're gonna play pig and a poke with it.
Down.
I didn't need the bacon, I quit this time.
do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you out?
Sure.
Now, girls, remember, this is a courtroom. Proper decorum must be maintained. Say hello to Fairy Godmother.
Why? She wrecked our chances with Prince Charming.
As we all have seen, that was probably the best.
Says you.
Stepmother, let's get on with the questioning.
Very well. Girls, have you ever met the defendant?
Oh, yeah, sure. Lots of times.
And when was this?
Charm school.
Your Honor, does the defense expect us to believe that the Wicked Witch attended a charm school?
I resent that. I'm as charming as they come.
The court will not tolerate these outbursts.
Your Honor, my client did not attend the charm school with my daughters. She ran it.
She was our teacher.
I can teach. Now, girls, I'm going to show you a series of dates. Try to think back and remember if you were in class on those days.
Yeah. Hey, I can't read it.
Your big hand's in the way.
Why your turn? She gave it to me.
Girls, don't fight.
Give it back.
No.
I said give it back.
Make me.
Why, you little rat.
Girls!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Girls, obviously. Anything in charm school.
She sure did.
We can cast the best charms.
Kids have farms and stalls.
Don't worry, Porky. They only made it past frogs and mice.
But what they can't turn mouse into.
Get on with the questions.
Okay, girls, how about those dates?
What days?
We never have any dates.
Can you give the witch an alibi?
Yeah, sure.
She was with us.
On every one of the occasions?
Yep, you got it.
Your witnesses.
Isabella and Desdemona.
Oh, please. It's Izzy.
And Desi. All right then, Izzy and Desi. You claim you attended a charm school run by the Wicked Witch. Where was the school?
The Emerald
The
City.
Enchanted Forest.
The Enchanted Forest. Actually, it was the Enchanted Forest just outside the Emerald City.
As anyone who once upon a time knows, there is no Enchanted Forest within 100 miles of the Emerald City.
Well, it kind of felt like the Enchanted Forest.
But it was in the Emerald City.
Run by the Wizard of Oz?
No. It was a different Emerald City.
What other Emerald City is there?
The one where it rains a lot.
Izzy, Desi, you guys are lying, aren't you?
Us? Lie?
You sure got a low opinion of us.
Well, help me out and tell the truth for a change.
Ooh, for change. I like that.
All right, you attended the school in the Enchanted Forest. How many students were there?
I don't know, maybe 10, 15, 100.
1,500.
Did you count the night students?
And all of these students came to learn how to cast charms and spells.
Yeah, they taught us from that book there.
The giant book of spells.
Yep, we only got through chapter 3 though.
All right. Name one ingredient needed for love potion number 8.
Well,
I have a new.
Sorry, that's in love potion number 10.
Your Honor, I object. The witnesses aren't here for a test.
I'm gonna overrule the objection. We'll see how good of a teacher the Wicked Witch really was.
All right, then, Izzy. What are the words that will change a frog into a mosquito?
oh geez, let me think. It was hippity bippity ribbity ruzz, comito busicho zippity buzz.
Wrong. It was be no Buzz-ito, not Boost-ito. Boost-ito turns a frog into a rabbit.
Your Honor, she's splitting hairs.
I'm impressed, Loretta, that Izzy knows any spell regarding a frog.
I'm not stupid, you know.
Alright then, Desi. At what time of the day do you cast a spell that will wilt every rose in the garden of something you hate?
Rose garden.
Gosh, the sun is too bright. Can we draw back the blinds? The first light of dawn. Your Honor, the defendant cheated. I didn't hear anyone cheat. I just made a simple request.
Loretta, do you have any more questions for the witnesses?
One more, Your Honor. So you claim that the Wicked Witch was in class at the very times of every other event?
What other event? No more questions.
The witnesses are excused.
See you, Mom.
Remember, we're taking the car.
Wait, let me see if I got money for the bus.
Don't worry, I'll give you a ride on my group. Oh, wait. Somebody maliciously broke it. Add bus money to the lawsuit.
Will the defense get on with their case?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense now calls the big bad wolf.
Your Honor, someone else is gonna have to go get him.
She's never forgiven us. She hates brick houses.
Jack, why don't you go get the big bad wolf?
For a bunch of pigs, you guys sure are a flock of chickens.
I'm glad somebody here has a drop of courage.
Oh, you don't know the big bad wolf.
He's her best creation.
Now pigs, that's just a vicious rumor.
Nothing's gonna happen to Jack.
Tell that to my house.
Ah!
That was a sight for sore eyes.
What did you do to Jack?
It wasn't me. There was a giant out there who has a burr on his saddle, if you know what I mean.
I don't believe you.
Well, look who we have here. Bill.
You stay away from us. Yeah, this time we have witnesses.
I gave up puffing and puffing to your house to blow down. I moved on.
To where?
I got tired wondering where my next meal was coming from.
You mean Grandma's safe in the forest?
Absolutely, and so are her investments.
What do you mean?
I'm on Wall Street now. Click my chops investments. Anyone want a hot tip on a blue chip winner?
This is a courtroom, big bad wolf, not the stock market.
Oh, fair dumb. I can make you a killing on Wall Street.
Just sit your chops in the chair and answer the questions.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you us?
No. You're kissing a great opportunity. Goodbye.
How are you, big bad wolf?
A bit woolly around the ears, but other than that, I feel like howling.
The witness will stop that racket and just answer the question.
Sorry, but you know these animal instincts.
Now, big bad wolf.
Please, call me Wolfie.
Very well, Wolfie. Are you acquainted with the defendant?
The Wicked Witch? Of course I am. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, you big tease.
The witness will cease flirting with the defendant.
Your Honor, what can I say? I'm a wolf. Sorry.
Now, when did you meet the Wicked Witch?
Let's see. It was once upon a time.
And where was this?
On a path of a deep, dark forest.
So romantic.
I was a cub, a young know-it-all.
But I can tell you have real potential.
When you met the Wicked Witch, what did she do?
She took me to a gingerbread house.
Did you see anyone at the house?
I sure did. There was a couple of brats who were eating chunks of frosting and candy and stuffing their face like there was no tomorrow.
And then what happened?
Oh yeah, they...
Did she bring them inside?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
They took them inside, and they ate everything in sight, and tried to shove the poor witch in the oven.
Did they succeed?
I was able to let them hurt my new friend, so I howled as loud as I can. Sorry.
And then what happened?
They ran off.
Was the Wicked Witch grateful?
Of course she did. She cast a spell on me, and a snap of 2 fingers, I could stand up, walk, talk, and wear the clothes closed.
So, you absolutely saw Hansel and Gretel try to murder the Wicked Witch.
I'll stake my reputation on it.
I object, Your Honor. The witness has a reputation of inciting terror in every fairy tale ever written.
That was a gross exaggeration.
Your Honor, the witness was even involved in my own tale of woe at the hands of Cinderella.
Lucky for you.
And I must remind the court that this witness is not on trial.
No, he goes on trial next month.
I'm very trumped up charges, Loretta. The whole business about your grandma was ridiculous. I just asked her to drink the water, and she went all postural. I mean, where's the stability?
You ate her.
You mean it was her ghost that started to complain?
Well, no, the woodsman cut open your stomach and she jumped out.
You mean I'm supposed to eat your grandma in one bite? Get real. And anytime you want to, you can check out my stomach. You won't find a scratch on it.
Can this argument wait until next month? We've got to finish up with the witch first.
Exactly. Your witness.
Loki, let me open by asking you how old you were when the incident at the gingerbread house took place.
6, 7 months?
Not fully grown.
I'm not.
Stop that. I understand wolves have a very keen sense of smell.
I can tell you're wearing peachy passion perfume. One of my favorites.
Is your sense of smell fully developed at the age of 6 months?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Wolfie, what a big nose you have.
All the better to smell your perfume with, Red.
And what big ears you have.
All the better to hear your questions with.
And what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with.
Careful, Little Red, or he'll huff and puff and blow your house down.
Thanks, Little Pig. Regarding the incident that happened at the Little Pig's houses,
Yesterday's news.
you were convicted of huffing and puffing and blowing down the 2 Little Pigs' houses, weren't you?
Objection. The witness's criminal record can't be brought up in his trial.
Unless it has something to do with this case.
What could it possibly have to do with this case?
Let's just find out. Go ahead, Little Red.
I have here a video still of your arrest at Little Pig Jenny's house. This is you, isn't it?
Dashing in the face of adversity.
And like most video cameras, this one recorded the date and time.
So what?
Read what the date and time say.
12:48 p.m. once upon a time.
And I have here the Wicked Witch's 911 call in regards to the Hansel and Gretel incident.
911, how may I help you?
2 rats just tried to shove me into an oven.
Who is this?
The Wicked Witch!
And you're all upset about that?
You bet your head though. I want the fairy tale police out here to see what's left of my gingerbread cottage immediately.
Yeah.
Listen here, you bozo. I pay taxes.
Well, bully for you.
I have a right to protection like any other citizen.
Alright, get off my case. It's 12:48 p.m., once upon a time. The police should be at your place in about 10 minutes.
The Wicked Witch was calling in Hansel and Gretel's alleged murder attempt at the exact same time you were being arrested on the other side of the enchanted forest for huffing and puffing and blowing down the 2 Little Pigs' houses.
You can't say I didn't try, Wicked Witch.
You're a doll anyways, big bad wolf. Just keep on howling. Guard! I want this wolf arrested for perjury. Guard! Jack the Giant Killer! Where are you?
Sorry, I guess I better go with my lunch.
Help me! Get me out of here!
Where are you, Jack?
Inside the big bad wolf!
Well, time to make the goose and bummers!
After him! Get him!
No way, fairy godmother.
He likes pork chops too much.
Call 911.
Good idea. Hello? Hello? Is this 911?
Ribbit.
What's wrong with you?
Ribbit.
Wicked Witch, what do you have to do with this?
He needed a lesson in phone etiquette. A few weeks as a frog should teach him.
Change him back immediately. I forgot this phone.
Your spell book's right there.
Oh, no, you don't. There's no telling what she'll do if she gets a hold of that book.
The Little Red, think of all the characters that might really need 911.
Poor little Jack Sprott looked awful this morning. Fit as a pig, like he might just fall over.
Little Jack Horner's got that wrong phone.
Don't forget about little Bo Peep. She lost her sheep, and we all know she needs help finding them.
All right, here. For just one spell.
My client is the picture of turpitude.
Turpitude? What's that?
It's having a perfect attitude.
Wait a second, I'm looking this up.
Her attitude isn't even close to perfect.
It says here, wickedness.
Wings of bats and beaks of crows, out of this courtroom, wretchedness flows. Nary a wish, nary a query, follow me and it will get scary. Help!
Who turned out the lights? I'm scared.
No need.
She's gone!
But she left a little note for your godmother.
Give me that note.
What does it say?
Don't bother to follow me. You will hear from me in the next tale told. Better luck next time.
Well, I guess we can all go home.
But this is a trial. The jury's heard the evidence.
But without the defendant,
The jury can still decide whether the Wicked Witch is guilty or innocent.
I object.
Overruled.
Yes, let's have the jury decide.
Members of the jury, you are charged that I would reach the ground and serve as a ladder. We'll take a vote in 2 minutes' time.
Thanks to those who wanted me free. Your homes and livestock I will not harm, but woe to those who voted me guilty. You are now under a powerful charm. No.